Metal wings to fly won't take you to the stars. Use the metal for a boat and you won't sail too far. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal parts about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode. Science can be tricky, it can overheat your brain. Science can be hard to chew, each bite can be a pain. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal parts about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode.
Are you ready, dude?
Well, I'm, you...
Great! Perfect! I'm gonna try to make it go faster! All right! How was that?
Are we alive? Hey, what is this thing we're riding on?
I don't know. Just something I found. Something's written on it.
Yeah. Look at that. O2! It's our oxygen tank!
This O2 stuff is really fun. Right, old pal?
Yo, where did all the oxygen go? O2 levels are very low.
Oh!
Yo, where did all the oxygen go?
The situation is critical. We don't even have enough oxygen left for the trip back to Earth.
What can be done?
Well, to start, we should try to limit our movements. That way we'll all consume far less oxygen.
Crash! Don't you care about what's happening here?
Hey, what do you want from me? Should I hold my breath? Huh? Come on, guys. Look at Barry. He's breathing for 3. Just make him hibernate.
I guess I could try.
Mercy, I declare, you are almost out of air.
Well, I am way too nervous to start hibernating now.
We should really try to not be nervous. Our rate of breathing increases significantly when we're upset.
Why did you have to say that? Now I'm all nervous about the fact that I'm nervous.
Hey, is it really impossible to find oxygen in space? Where's it come from anyway?
Well, most of the oxygen found on Earth actually comes from all of its plant life. Plants are amazing living things. Using sunlight, plants are able to convert water and carbon dioxide into complex organic substances. Plants absorb water and carbon dioxide from the ground and the atmosphere. The plant's chlorophyll captures the sun's energy and uses it to produce starch and sugar. This process is called photosynthesis. For us, probably the most amazing thing about photosynthesis is that it creates oxygen. It was blue-green algae, an ancient protoplant, which first brought about oxygen in our atmosphere. Plants have special molecules called chlorophyll that make photosynthesis possible. Sunlight is made of photons, which carry energy at a specific frequency. In order to derive this energy from photons, there must be a receiver that can oscillate with the exact same frequency, and that receiver is chlorophyll. This could be compared to the act of making something swing. To make something swing, you have to push it with a certain frequency. In plants, the role of the swing would be performed by chlorophyll molecules. Photons of sunlight push chlorophyll with a certain frequency and swing it, transferring energy.
Well, there's no problem then, this pretty little hero. has got the whole thing covered.
That one little plant can't produce nearly enough oxygen for all of us, Crash.
Then I will be the hero who selflessly sacrifices himself. Comrades, in this time of life-threatening crisis, I will take the hardest path. I will go. My only hope, friends, is that my awesome sacrifice will not be in vain. Ow! Moving, right? It would work even better if I had some pompous violin music.
You shouldn't joke about this. We need to find a real solution, like growing more plants, fast.
2, 4,
Come on,
6,
let's
8.
get to work.
You're all about to suffocate.
It's just not working. They just aren't going to grow fast enough.
Sure they will. I fertilized them with my special quick grow powder. I developed the formula myself.
And what's more, these are experimental rapid growing plants which I've been developing. The results have been very encouraging. Well, until now.
And all of your oxygen is gone. Well, that stinks. I don't even need oxygen, and I'm bummed.
Please just grow. You're all experimental quick growers covered in fast-growing fertilizer. Oh, what more do you want from us? You've got water and sunlight. Sunlight! We've got to get the ship near some sunshine. That's what the plants want. I just have to make it to the steering wheel. Oh, almost there.
Hey, what is it, nap time? That's a good idea. I'm a little drowsy, so tired. Oh.
Hello, Crash.
Hey, Crash.
Wake up.
Up and at 'em, Cottontail. Isn't it wonderful? The air's back.
You're the one who figured out how to make all the plants grow. We found you beside the wheel. With the last bit of your energy, you steered us closer to the sunlight the plants required. You saved us all.
Holy carrots! I am the coolest!
Yes, but all the plants are this weird blue color. Are we sure they aren't poisonous?
No need to worry, Wally pal. There's a simple reason for the color of these plants. If you'll pay attention, I'll try to explain. Chlorophyll comes from the Greek words chloros, which means green, and phylon, which means leaf. We see green in plants because chlorophyll absorbs only red and blue photons of sunlight during its work. Green photons get reflected, and so that's what we see. If we conduct an experiment and light the plant with only red or blue light, then all the photons would be absorbed and the plant would look black to us.
Okay, but why does the color of leaves change when the autumn comes? Because it's not like the sunlight changes, right?
That's an interesting question. Yellow and red pigments are present in the leaves in summer as well, but the green chlorophyll is brighter, so the other colors aren't visible. But in autumn, the chlorophyll breaks down, the green color disappears, and the red and yellow colors then become visible.
Yeah, but our plants are all blue for some reason.
The color of the plants depends upon the position of the planet in question in relation to the star around which it orbits. Plants on Earth have it pretty good, because they get just enough sunlight and not too much, which is why they can absorb just part of these photons while reflecting back the remaining parts of them. And this is why our plants look green. But if our planet were located further from the sun, we wouldn't have enough light. And then, in order to stay alive, our plants would have to absorb every part of the photons. Then our plants would be black in color. And on the contrary, if our planet were nearer to the sun, our plants would have gotten used to reflecting the hotter and stronger blue beams instead. Otherwise, they'd all just burn up.
So I'm responsible for the plants having that crazy blue color?
That's right! You steered the ship very near to the sun. So, in order to protect themselves, all the experimental plants developed a new protein for photosynthesis. One that reflected the brightest of the beams, which are the blue ones. This new protein doesn't even have a name yet.
I think we should name the little fella Crashophil.
That's awesome! I will go file the paperwork with the Scientific Society.
Ha! Didn't I say no need to worry? Everything worked out. Call me when you figure out how to thank me for saving everyone.
How to thank you? This was all your fault. You hot-rodded away all our air, and now they're on the verge of naming a new protein for photosynthesis after a reckless clown that doesn't know what protein is.
What are you talking about? Daco taught us about all this stuff. Like without photosynthesis, the world would be in black and white. But if we plant lots of plants on the surface of the sun, they'll sprout color elves. Huh?
Historical note. In the beginning of the 20th century, German scientist Richard Willstatter discovered that the common opinion of that time regarding the diversity of chlorophyll types was incorrect. The structure of chlorophyll in all plants is identical. The reason for the mistake was that all other scientists were working with poorly prepared chlorophyll. For his love of accuracy and his research, Richard Willstatter received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1915.
It smells like Crash forgot his mayonnaise sandwich outside again. My mirror! Where is it? It's gotta be in here somewhere.
Right there! We finally made it. Let's land and go take a look.
I call dibs on the left side of the island. Oh, no, the right!
It's exactly the same, Crash.
I could have gotten the same tan at home. Why are we here?
We're here on a mission. An important one.
Grab a shovel. Treasure won't find itself.
We're not here to find treasure. At least not the kind that's made out of gold. Our treasure will be the knowledge we gain from, science.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds like gold would still be better.
I'm hoping for something even better than gold. For today, our humble group just might discover a new species.
Plants are living organisms, members of the kingdom Plantae. They include trees, grass, ferns, moss, and a bunch of other kinds that cover our Earth. Scientists who study plants are called botanists. And thanks to botanists, we've discovered more than 350,000 types of plant species.
But Barry, our home already has trees and stuff. Why do we need another kind?
And are you sure it's here? I don't see anything growing.
This is why I'm the botanist. Our goal is past this cliff. but we're stuck out here.
Let's just use Pin's plane thing.
We can't. There's no visible landing site.
Oh, there must be some way to get in. It's important.
What about an invisible landing site?
No, Crash. I kind of want to get back home today.
All right. If not over, then through.
Oh, poor rocks. Good thing we're not geologists.
Yeah, I'm awful at shapes.
Oh,
my!
It's beautiful indeed.
What is wrong with you, scientists? Disturbing my tanning? I ought to... Huh?
Beautiful.
You can say that again. It's all untouched for eons. We could be the first to see these ancient species.
But how can they survive here? There's no gardener watering them, right?
Ha! Wild plants can do just fine. Nature can survive on its own. They don't need us to help them, even though we need them.
Plants are super awesome because they can get all of their necessary food from inorganic substances. That means stuff that isn't alive. All plants need is water, sunlight, and good soil to grow all on their own.
If plants are alive, then does that mean they have feelings?
Well, not quite.
Are you sure they're alive? I mean, they don't speak or walk or dance.
But they do grow up like we do. Plants are born, live, and die. That's life. They may not be able to sing and dance, but they're definitely quietly alive.
Like zombies?
What is life? People have been asking this question since, well, forever, all over the world. The answer is kind of tricky. See, everything is made up of molecules. Some groups of molecules are not alive or inorganic, while others are alive. So what exactly is the difference? The difference is that living organisms have the ability to reproduce. They make new molecules that look like themselves, and that keeps the species alive. But wait, can't robots make copies of themselves too? Well, that's true, but no matter how advanced your phone is, that doesn't make it alive. So what makes some things alive? What's the difference? The answer is a little thing called proteins. Proteins are molecules that perform a bunch of different jobs within an organism. Take hemoglobin, for example. Their job is to process oxygen. Receptors help us react to senses like smell. Proteins help us to move around. They help us build muscle and even fight off diseases. Thanks for being good at your jobs, little buddies. And all they ask in return is amino acids. We need about 20 different amino acids to keep our proteins working as they should. Animals only make about 11 amino acids by themselves. They get the rest from the food they eat. But plants are awesome at this being alive thing. They can make all the amino acids they need just from the sun and the water, which is why it's so good to eat your vegetables.
Plants eat the sun? Can we do that?
Not quite, Crash. Plants do a lot of things we would never be able to achieve. Also, I have to personally thank plants for their sources of fuel. The technology will be amazing. You know, when we get that far.
Ah, boo your technology. Plants give us oxygen. They're the very reason we breathe. That's better than technology, don't you think? You could say that flora are the very lungs of the planet.
Wow. I never thought that my potted plants worked so hard.
Pin, I noticed something. There's no bugs. Not one. No caterpillars. Not a single bee.
Hey, yeah. I think you're right.
Fine by me. This place would be even creepier with a bunch of nasty bugs crawling around. Oof.
Ah! How can this be? No water? Or old age? They're all dried up.
I thought you said they didn't need a gardener.
Maybe it was no sun or bad soil. If only we had gotten here weeks ago, then We could have helped them all, but we didn't make it.
Man, these guys are old. Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
Come see this! There's something here! Oh, it smells like Crash forgot his mayonnaise sandwich outside again. My mirror! Where is it? Gotta be in here somewhere.
Oh, well.
Holy carrots! Have you seen Rosa anywhere?
Huh? Nope.
Rosa, where'd you go?
Rosa!
Come on,
Rosa,
Where are you?
Rosa, we're looking for you!
Come out!
Rosa! Hello!
Rosa!
Rosa!
Rosa! Oh, look what it is!
Huh? Hey! Save us! Weed killer! Something!
This overgrown beast ain't Rosa. Get it!
Stop! What do you think you're doing? You scared him!
Scared? That thing almost ate us all!
So you're saying that it's harmless?
That's right. I found him some food. Poor thing. He was all alone and hungry. That's a good plant. That's right. You like fish, don't you? Fresh caught fish.
Barry, didn't you say that plants only need sun, soil, and water?
Well, see, we're still learning. Sometimes the soil may not be enough. I've heard that some plants can be predators and eat insects. It seems this plant is a pescatarian.
Whew. Yeah, it smells like a pest.
Maybe it ate all the insects.
Good thing we came. Who's a good boy? I need more fish. And so what if he's scary? Plants help us. The least we can do is help them when we can.
Holy carrots! Maybe if we help this monster, he'll give us more oxygen. Or golden seeds or something. Oh, gross. Well.
Hey, Barry, looks like we need to go fishing.
Cornflowers, cornflowers, lots of cornflower, good enough to keep and store.
My very sluggish friend, aren't you ready yet? We have very little time.
What are you talking about, buddy?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait a minute. Wait. Did I forget to tell you something?
Nuh-uh.
I knew it, that I would forget something. Spheroscope! In my spare time, I was examining some archives of the future, and I dug up an extraordinary thing. Our ancestors discovered a most curious planet. Its surface was completely burnt up due to increased solar activity.
What a shame.
Yes, very sad. But the most amazing thing was that amidst all that ash, the explorers found spheroscope, if you please. These metal constructions. Do you believe it? Scientists of the future debate about their origin, but the majority are convinced that these are the remnants of an intelligent civilization. They call them the Metal City.
So what is it really then? An entire intelligent civilization of that?
In a hard time, no. But we have a few hours before the big flash on their sun. You and I have the unique chance of saving an entire civilization and solving the puzzle of the burnt-out planet. That's strange. The air is suitable for breathing. Water and flora exist. There must be intelligent life on this planet. But our scanner's not picking up anything alive.
Get all your thingamajigs out of here. Let's make it simple. Hey, fire victims, come over here. Evacuation! Evacuation! Evacuation!
No need to speed things up, my loud-voiced evacuating friend. There aren't any fire victims here yet. There's still 15 hours or so. What was that? What do you think? Could these plants be predatory?
Not likely.
But it moved.
That was just him having something to eat. A normal tree can suck out of the land each year more than 100 cubic meters of water and then evaporate it into the air. The relationship here is that the more leaves a plant has, the more it can evaporate. Together with the water, the plant sucks out various substances that are nutrients for the plant. This mixture moves along water-conducting tissue called xylem. It has tiny little canals named capillaries. The water evaporates through tiny pores on the leaves called stomatos. Through them, the oxygen and water vapor and carbon dioxide is absorbed, from which sugar and starch is then made. In other words, it's through these tomatoes that the plant breathes. At night, or when it's cold, the tomatoes fall asleep and close. But when it's hot, they fully open up. It's this way that the evaporated water leaves and therefore lowers the temperature of the plant. So these are just some common plants. Just really big ones.
A wonderful lecture, but one that took up a lot of time that we don't have. We need to look for our fellow intelligent space brothers in arms.
There's neither brothers nor Iron City.
Hear that? Somebody's whispering. It must be the wind.
There's no wind. That's the plants breathing through the tomatoes. Hey! Is anybody here alive? Speak up!
That whispering is driving me crazy.
Soon the sun will set, and the tomatoes will close, and it won't be so hot.
Not for long.
Hey, look! Footprints!
Oh, those are our footprints. We're going in circles. And it seems that we are the only intelligent beings on this planet.
Maybe those metallic things they'll find here are the work of our hands.
Now that makes sense. They do look very similar to the remains of Spherejet. What a hoot! What if our descendants take the remains of our rescue mission as signs of civilization? The remains!
Remains? In which direction did we leave the sphere jet, huh? Which way should we run?
I have no idea. We chased ourselves into a trap. We are ourselves the mystery of the burnt-up planet.
We'll see about that. Pardon me, Grassblade. Nothing personal, just a struggle for survival. What a strong Grassblade.
Did you hear that? A whistle of some sort.
It's a seed.
What do you need it for?
To preserve the species.
It would be better if, for a start, we saved our own kind. Run! That's it. I can't anymore. Oh, my heroic friend, put me down. You'll make it there more quickly alone.
Not a problem. We'll get there. I swear.
Then at least throw away that silly seed. Computer, turn on maximum safety shields. Well, tickle me pink.
That's just phenomenal. That's the Metal City, or something like that.
One and the same.
And where did it come from?
I think I know from where. If the ground is rich with minerals, plants will drink them up bit by bit along with the water. When the concentration of metal atoms concentration runs high, they stick together and form crystals. Water evaporates through the leaves, and the metal stays in the plants. Over many years, these entire metal constructions form that were left behind after the flash.
grows like yeast. Look at how nice it is. Stop your moping. This is a true gardening revolution. We can use plants to mine for metals or clean the ground from all kinds of nasty stuff. Or maybe we could build houses right out of metal? Only that would take a while, of course.
I'd hoped that the burnt-up planet would present us with something interesting, like an intelligent civilization, for example.
You know what they say, it is what it is, and a gift's a gift. Oh, now you can maybe go and write some kind of riddle for your descendants.
No, if you only knew how many lovely works will be written about the missing inhabitants of the Metal City. Why would I take that away, that source of inspiration from our descendants? Let them stay in their romantic ignorance. And you know what? I envy them so much.